Hey y'all, Lance here with another video for you, and welcome back to Monster Hunter World Iceborne.
Yep.
Now, we actually did just go see the Monster Hunter film today, and personally, I enjoyed it a lot.
Me too.
It was good. It was at least a popcorn flick level, if not fairly accurate to some of the things in the game. You do have to get behind the fact that it's parallel dimension kind of thing going on.
Which isn't a bad thing. It's a good basis to start.
It gives you a good basis, but also kind of jumps into it and expects you to understand a few things already.
It's not as lore heavy as Warcraft.
As Warcraft was.
Yeah.
But it was very, very good. I would definitely highly recommend it. So we're doing a slight bit of review today over the movie. There were a few minor complaints that I had. But you do get to see the Meowscular Chef in the movie.
Yes.
A little different in the movie than he does look here, but that's to be expected.
He's fluffier in the movie.
No, I think he's fluffier here, actually.
No, he's fluffier in the movie. You can tell by when he drinks the annual beer. Remember?
He started drinking it. Yeah, it was funny. Were you drinking my beer again? Wow. Pulled out a giant long hairball. And of course, the Admiral's saying, what, you don't have cats in your world?
No, of course. That was funny.
That was very funny. I think, okay, Dodogama.
We're going to do the quest again.
Oh, the movie quest?
Yeah, why not?
I don't really feel like it. I want to try and get the weapon I'm working on.
Okay.
So I need, hey Crow, welcome back.
Hey Crow.
So if you're just now joining us, we're actually kind of doing a review of the Monster Hunter film because we just saw it today. And Harper and I enjoyed it.
It was really good.
They kept the sounds of the monsters in. They showed a few monsters that aren't in world there, but they're hinting at something new. There's a new continent, which explains where Monster Hunter Rise might take place.
Maybe. Rise
may be taking place in the new continent.
I'm sitting up front.
And technically speaking, the new continent is hinted at the end of this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harper decided to move over.
But you still can't see me.
No, you can't see her because she's over here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not feeling all that hot, so.
Yeah, she's not feeling too great, but
so I'm probably not going to be talking as much.
You see two monsters in the film that I've never seen before. Actually, no, you see three. The third was recently added to Monster Hunter World.
Gavo.
I can't remember, but it's Golv something.
Golv Maga?
Magan or something like that. Personally, I would rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. It's a solid 8 for me.
Yeah, Gore Magala. Gore Magala.
Gore Magala?
Yes.
Oh, no, Gore Magala.
Yeah, Gore Magala.
I'm having to deal with a, spit out the Dodogama. That's what I'm hunting here, you dingus. Hey, you. Yeah, you.
Don't hit
with a Dodogama in his mouth. Drop it. That freaking bird. Well, not really bird. Whoops.
Oh, now you gotta run.
Run? I've killed these things. How do you think I got the weapon I have?
Sure.
I didn't eat anything before I... Ow! Luckily, I'm on a expedition.
So, I would rate it an 8, too.
For accuracy to the game, there were a few glaring problems. The biggest issue in the movie was the size of the Rathalos. That sucker was huge. Now, granted, if you play the special mission from here, you do kind of see how big that Rathalos is supposed to be. I don't like the fact that so many people die in the film. But considering the situation they're in, it does make sense, and also most people aren't from that world. And as an insect glaive main, I was a little irritated. The time they do show the insect glaive is very short.
It's at the very end, too.
Yeah, towards the end of the film. I'm after the Dodogama. Leave me alone. Devil Joe, go away. I want the Dodogama. You do you, buddy.
Good, he ran away.
By the way, if you don't know, you do you is a very polite way of telling somebody to go F themselves. Even, I think Rotten Tomatoes, they're at a 49 or 48 right now.
50.
Yeah, they're at a 50, a solid 50, which is good sign. And they actually have already started work on a sequel. Because, I'll be honest, not a huge spoiler, but if you ever watch any of the films by this company,
Or Anderson.
It was done by the same company and same director who did the Resident Evil films.
All the Resident Evil films.
All Resident Evil films. So you have to kind of expect that there's gonna be a cliffhanger or some sort of unresolved thing at the end that leads into a sequel. They even have mounting the monster to fight it. They show that at least twice in the film. The Diablos fight is amazing. They did do something that was unexpected. They had Mila's character fighting another character, physically hand-to-hand combat, which, as a martial artist,
They did it very well.
really respect what they did. And they showed, like, straight-up military martial arts, American Rangers level combat. And it was really cool to watch. Only one character from that world could speak the same language as Mila's character, which is kind of explained through the special mission here in Monster Hunter World.
Which we did stream.
Which we did stream previously. The only time you see somebody use the insect glaive, as I said, is that it's actually technically a post-credits scene, and it is one of the I think a black steel, but you never see a kinsect, which for me is a little bit of a letdown, because that'd have been so cool to see a kinsect on the arm of the hunter that was using it.
It could have already flown off.
Technically, yes, but you see him with the insect glaive before dealing with the Rothlos. And they had something that was cool and a really great idea. That's something they've never implemented. I've never seen them implement in the game. Is the characters having multiple weapons on them and able to switch between them.
There is talk that they will be doing that for Rise, though.
Yeah, which would be cool to say have a long-range weapon that you can store away, and then use a short-range weapon. So, in the case of Mila's character, she was a dual-blade wielder, which Harper loved, because she, too, is a dual-blade main. And just to illustrate some of the things that they did, they actually they showed her using the demon mode, and her training to use the dual blades was really cool. And I would imagine that if you've never used a dual blade before, how you activate demon mode would be a bit surprising, especially if somebody is unable to tell you what the heck is about to happen to you. And Ron Perlman as the Admiral was really cool. It's one of the few times that Ron Perlman's character does not die.
Yeah.
Not really a spoiler, it's just kind of common knowledge that Robert Perlman's characters tend to die.
It's kind of like Sean Bean. His characters tend to die.
It's not uncommon for his characters to bite it at the end of at some point in the film.
Oh wait, he didn't die in Pacific Rim.
Technically, he did.
He did?
Unless there was an end credit scene where he cuts his way out of the frickin' thing.
There is.
More often than not, his characters die. Heck, in the one of my favorite movies with him in it, although he's not one of the main characters, is called Outlander. Not the series. The series is a whole different thing. This is a sci-fi film, and
before sci-fi became...
Well, not a sci-fi. It's a sci-fi style, not a sci-fi original.
True, but it was featured on sci-fi. Oh look, he's back.
Go away, Devil Joe. I'm hunting this thing. This is my prey. Leave it alone. Oh no, here's a better line for it. That's my kill. Get your own. Which is actually a direct quote from a book that I've read. I listened to the audiobook. Metal Mage series. Very good series by Eric Ball. Although, adult series, not meant for kids. A lot of Eric Ball's works are very heavy on certain X-rated elements, let's just say. Oh, the Metal Gear movie? Yeah, I'm curious about that one too. But the fact they've already got Monster Hunter's sequel in the works and planned for 2023 is a good sign. Oh, it's dead. The Devil Joe killed it. Here, you go and do your own thing, Devil Joe. Stop salivating over it. I know you killed it, but I came here for Dodogama bits. Ow. Jerk. The reason why I'm after Dodogama parts is because there is a weapon I am trying to get. Although I could go after the Devil Joe too. Great. You stole my kill. How could you? That was my kill. Here, I'll beat the everyone daylights out of you with a weapon made from your own hide.
Oh, not his specific hide, but close enough.
It's one of his own species. Close enough. They did feature how resilient the monsters are. I mean, one of the monsters in the movie took a rocket launcher to the face and was perfectly fine. Practically unscathed. And it was a Diablos. One thing that did bug me was the fact they showed the Diablos actually snapping its jaws at someone.
Yep.
And the Diablos is a confirmed herbivore in this world, so it makes no sense that it would have done that.
Yeah. It's a very aggressive herbivore.
It is very aggressive, hyper-aggressive herbivore. Very territorial. What sounds cheesy? Because I forgot what I was saying that you're responding to.
I can't help you.
We're both a little tired.
And I'm not feeling all 100%. My throat hurts.
Yeah, she's been having
throat issues all day.
I think it's drainage.
I'm hoping it's drainage.
And several times in the movie, you think that Mila's character's gonna die.
So yeah, that was close. I mean, she did get poisoned.
heavy poisoning.
Twice. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is very, very, it wasn't perfectly fine. It still took some damage, but it makes sense that only weapons from this world really hurt the creatures. At least the big ones.
Because they're made from the creatures.
Exactly. So, it's kind of like the whole concept of fighting fire with fire. Here, let me get your tail.
It would make sense that...
Ow. It would make sense that unless it's an item from that world, it really has no effect. In the case of one of the creatures, this spider looked like half spider, half scorpion. I forgot what it was called. It's a creature that you only saw back in Monster Hunter 4
Narcilla.
and Generations. Of Narcilla?
The Narcilla, yeah.
The Narcilla. It's this arachnid creature.
Which I would, if we had played Monster Hunter back when 4 came out, I probably would not have liked the game.
No, she would have hated it because that sucker was ugly and big.
I don't do spiders. I barely did spiders in World of Warcraft.
True.
The only time I faced the spiders or anything like that is when it was daylight.
And these spiders were nocturnal. They cannot handle daylight.
No, I mean, not daylight in the game. I mean, daylight.
Oh, in real world?
Yeah. I'm better now. I can handle them now.
You were still cringing at the and jumping.
Can you blame me? They brought me back to watching Starship Troopers.
Yeah, they did kind of look like the bugs from Starship Troopers.
But better, more, I mean...
Better looking.
Better, yeah. They were definitely Starship Troopers-esque, but very well done. The CGI is...
They looked so much more realistic than Starship Troopers ones did.
Yeah.
No more roaring. So, there were a few monsters. There was one that popped out of the sand that we had never seen before, and I didn't know what the heck it was. They didn't even tell us what it was.
Which one?
All we know is that basically the one whenever she went to go drink from the river.
Yeah.
And the hunter, which is the field captain. To best of our understanding, that looked like the field captain.
I don't think it was him.
It looked like him.
It wasn't him.
It looks exactly like him.
It just have a scar or the hair.
It looks like the field captain, okay?
It does not.
Let me have this, damn it.
Whatever. Okay, fine, I'll let you have it. Wow, we've only been playing for 18 minutes.
And granted, I didn't kill the Dodo Gama. This guy did. Give me my steak. I'm planning on it. I want to do a little bit more work in this before I move on to playing another game, though.
So I got that, Diablos, the Greater Rathalos.
Yeah, that was a huge Rathalos. And the final monster looked so interesting. They paved the way to explain the whole story of what's going on. They did a good job explaining why, kind of how she got there, and what the real cause was, so I'm looking forward to where the story will go.
I guess it wasn't enough to get fixed on.
No, it was a quick, brief moment. Oh, they're attacking it now. Here, you guys keep firing away. I'm going to sharpen my blade. The Gashalaka decided to attack it.
Yeah, I'll probably play something else in a little bit. Today is Sunday,
Yeah.
so pretty much it's whatever we want to play.
Well, it's RPGs now.
So it'll be,
More than likely, we'll be playing Rogue Galaxy in a minute.
it's only 6:30.
Exactly.
We'll probably play this for about half an hour, and then we'll switch over to World Galaxy.
Depends on how long this takes.
how long it takes for you to hunt the...
Until I kill this sucker at the very least, because I'm a little irritated that he took my kill. But as I was saying earlier, I'm so glad they kept the sounds of the monsters from the game. So when Aeropolis roars in the movie, it sounds exactly like it does in the game. So that probably means Capcom was very well involved in the creation of this film. Which is a good thing. Because, as we found out, Monster Hunter is the second most popular game that Capcom makes nowadays.
After Resi.
Resi is number 1.
Oh, come on, let's not here, baby.
We only saw the one Palico, and the potential for Mila's character to come back and show her Palico, her having a Palico, would be really cool. But it'd be really awesome for her to actually get to design her own Palico. So having a unique Palico that doesn't exist except for in the movie would be really cool.
Baby, make up your mind.
He's doing the same thing he used to do to me while I was videoing. While we're sitting down, huh?
Oh, look.
Yep, he's doing the thing. Simba's doing the thing. And not the good thing. Irritating thing that he does. Quit smacking me!
Smacking you's fun.
Just die already.
There. Not better? Come on.
I am not calling for an SOS or using an SOS flare.
What's the hurt?
Screw that.
Let's do it.
No. Oh, come on, that should have cut off his tail, at the very least. There's supposedly another Dodogama here already. Probably a good thing that Devil Joes are only available in high rank hunts and not in master rank hunts, because a master rank Devil Joe would be a pain to fight. High ranks are already a pain to fight, as you can see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Capcom's not happy about that.
Oh, they're definitely not happy about that. I mean, why would they be?
Supposed to be released 2021.
Oh, the new Resident Evil? Oh, that's wrong. That is so messed up.
Who would do that?
Somebody who just likes sowing chaos and anarchy and being a jerk. So, they did... Oh, that's what that electric flow from his insect glaive was.
What?
We see mine glowing like this.
Yeah.
It was the same thing that happened in the movie.
Yeah, but it was glue.
Different weapon.
Yeah.
It means his weapon was at full power and somehow charged up all the way, which makes no sense, but okay. I still wish that they had shown a Kinsect. At least just show the bug on his arm. I mean, come on. But it would make sense as to why they didn't show it if the Kinsect, if he was dual wielding, having a second weapon. Which he did. He was a bow. The hunter used a bow as well as the insect blade at the end of the film. Originally, he was a bow and greatsword. Now, the only thing is that they did make the greatsword smaller than it was in the game. Ow. Come back here. Enough of the stumbling around. That's one of the things that irritates me in this game. Now, is with some of these monsters when they land, it just, after they've landed, you stumble around for too long.
Or when they yell.
Yeah, that's one complaint I have about the game. Didn't have that happen in the movie. The fight with the Rothlos, though, was sadly shorter than I think it should have been. But then again, it kind of explains why it was so much shorter. Well, at least this one does, because you technically have already fought that Rothlos once, so technically it's already weakened. Okay, got his tail. Hold him there for a minute there, Blitz. Broke something off of him. Hopefully that's his head, but I want the tall things. Ow. Yeah, that whole having to sit there for so long. A little irritating. Ow. But all in all, I do recommend the film. We both recommend the film.
Oh, yeah.
Was it perfect? No. There was a few holes and a few issues that we had.
But hey, it's good popcorn flick.
Without spoiling anything, it was still worth watching.
And with movie tickets being super cheap nowadays.
Yeah, no kidding, because they want people back in theaters. They want people to start watching movies again, going out, you know. I mean, granted, theaters now have restrictions. Don't you dare start eating. Don't you dare. You are not to heal up. I mean, we spent, what, total about 50, including popcorn and everything else.
Yeah.
And usually that's where tickets get you, is with the concessions. Oh, come on! He left the area.
Of course. They do this every year.
They do this every year. Why?
Yeah, that's pretty close.
I gotta work on my Sid the Sloth a bit. Supposedly there's still a Dodogama here, which I may hunt another one of those. Now that Devil Joe's gone, I don't have to worry so much.
If in doubt, take a bite.
Playing what rewards I can. Did I get any Tall Fangs? Odogon Scale plus Dodogama Talon, Hide, Scale, Hide, Talon, Double Joe Scale. Nope. Just a Talon, no Tall Fangs. So if you really want to go see a film, and you do like the Monster Hunter franchise, just bear in mind it won't be perfect. It won't be perfectly on par with the game. You don't really see a true hunt begin until the end of the film. But, that being said, it does give you a good baseline of what it would be like to go from our world to that world. I'm gonna go hunt that Dodogama in a minute. Let me eat food first. So yeah, I won't be playing for much longer. But as you can see, I do like my handler in her dress. Which you actually do see this handler, or what we believe is this very handler in the movie.
Same with the A-listers.
You do see the A-listers as well, the cocky redhead and his handler. Slight spoiler and irritating fact is that for some reason the handlers were fighting alongside you. But it does make sense as to why you don't see everybody else hunting, now that I think about it. The only other people you see hunting are the Admiral and the Hunter.
The two others that got toasted.
Yeah, they didn't make it. A longsword user, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And as a longsword main, that kind of, former longsword main, technically still am, that irked me a little bit. Oh, that's a dead one. I guess. Because my scout flies didn't go searching for it, so that's the one I killed. Alright, we're gonna head back. I'll end there. So a very brief video for Monster Hunter for us today. Wait a minute, something else is here. Follow the trail. Dodogama showed up. That's good. That's also good. Unfortunately, donations don't result in any funds coming into you, but it does help you out in the long run to make you feel accomplished. At least it did for me. I really need to get back into that game, because I never actually beat it. I never finished the game. Though, technically, the end game is getting KK on your island. Beyond that, there's really not much else to the story. So basically, it's real life. We may start doing movie reviews while we play games soon. Depending after we see a film, especially if it's a film based upon a video game. If I have the game, I will definitely play it while we review the video. I just remembered that the Dodogama kind of sounds like a whale in some of the noises it makes. So in reality, I could, since I do have Devil May Cry, but I also had, I wish I had it for this console, I did have a Castlevania game a while back for the 3DS. If I ever figure out how to frickin' stream that, I will. And I can review or we can review the Castlevania anime series. Netflix anime series.
Mm-hmm.
Some people didn't like the second season of that one. Because there's apparently a time skip in it. We didn't actually watch the second season of that one.
Not yet, Mark.
We've only watched the first season. The first season's kind of short, too. I wish they'd included the fact that the Diablos is actually an herbivore in the film. Because that would have made a lot of sense to add that fact in. Although, the only person who could talk to Mila's character, Artemis, Captain Artemis, would have been the Admiral, and he wasn't there to explain that. Well, we know that the sequel to Monster Hunter will be in the works. But it's going to take a while. And by that time, we will have made more than likely made some significant progress on Monster Hunter Rise. Now, that one, we can stream together. Mm-hmm. Because we'll be doing it... Now, granted, we'll have to do it the other way, where we're using a capture card.
Mm-hmm.
At least the Dodogama doesn't hit as hard as the Devil Joe.
We could do Final Fantasy.
We could.
Advent Children. And Kingsglaive, too.
Kingsglaive I haven't watched yet. And there's also an animated series.
Kingsglaive, you watched it with me!
Oh yeah, we did watch it. I forgot.
You're the one that had me watch it!
Well, because it's a precursor to some of the events in 15.
Yep. So we definitely can do reviews of those.
Yep. We could technically do the Resident Evil ones. I would have to get them for my PS4 or for the Switch or whichever. Although I do have 2 of them for the Wii. Let's keep him busy. I'm trying to collect this tail bit. I get away from my cat. They really did and they also, going back to Monster Hunter, they did a really good job with the fight against Rothfuss. In my opinion, the final fight was really epic. They kind of showed how tough a Rathalos of that nature would be, and its size. The only reason it appeared to be such an easy hunt here was because you weren't supposed to actually kill it. We've actually done a few games with at least one game with the capture card already.
Yeah, we did some Mario Party, some Mario 3.
Yeah, we were doing some stuff there. It's just been a while since we've done anything like that.
We need to do it again.
Yeah, agreed. Don't you... Son of a... Really?
Sorry.
No, not you. The Dodogama left. Oh, he's underground. Yeah, the fricker's gone. I think. Yep, he's leaving the area. Which is weird. Yeah, he's left the area. That's weird. The Dodogama shouldn't have taken that short a time to leave. Oh well, back to camp. Just my luck today. Oh well. Go frickin' do my item box stuff. There we go. That should be fine. So if I were to play, well, actually, if we really wanted to, we could do the, oh shoot, we could do some games from the PlayStation 2 on capture card. All I'd have to do is have Harper drag out her old PS2, get that hooked up somehow, which we do have a device that allows us to convert that style of hookup to HDMI. We have a special block for that. must be rusty, because that shouldn't have taken that long. I should have been able to kill that thing. I've killed so many Dodogamas over time, so... surprised that I wasn't able to do what I needed to do. Yeah, on some of the old consoles, you have a special little block that you plug in the video and audio feed to it, and then it has the HDMI port on the other end. You use that to then go to HDMI for modern TV. That way you can play on your old console on a modern TV. And the way we would actually do that, we would connect that block then to the Gato, our capture card, which would be connected to a TV and a computer.
Now we just need to track down that Tigrax and Brachydios.
Is that backwards? It's on backwards. They're both on backwards, aren't they? That one's not. That one is. So, let me see what else I gotta do for that. That would be... Still gotta go after that one. The one I'm trying to get... I have enough for that one, but I need the Gamma Magnus, which I need Dodogama Hard Claw, Shard, and Thick Hide. Total required materials for everything I need. We probably will. I don't know when we're going to have time to get a hold of Smash Brothers, though. We do have Street Fighter, though. And I do know that Ryu was ported into Smash Brothers. And Ken as well. But if we ever get a hold of Smash Brothers, we will likely stream that one, because we'll be playing against each other. Another competitive game for us. But anyway, for now, we're going to end here for the moment. We will be back in a little while with another video. Until then, Crow, as always, great having you on. For everybody else, thank you very much for watching. If you guys do like the content on our channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications when we go live, and anytime any of your videos update, provided YouTube actually does that. Until next time, y'all stay safe out there, and we'll see you then. Bye.